Hey everybody, welcome back to Argold Road. So in today's video, we're going to be changing out the torque operators on these Hehr windows because some of them just spin and they don't hold the windows closed. So we're going to get those replaced. Let's get started. Before I begin on the next window, I just want to give you a little tip. I figured out that if you start with the rivets that are on the opposite side of the torque operator, it's easier to get off because then you can pull this out, pull the arm off, and it's easier to get to the rivets on the torque operator. Make the process a whole lot simpler. Unfortunately, with these windows, we don't have screws that we can easily take out these operating bars or these torque operators, so we are going to have to drill out the rivets on either side of this window to get this bar out so we can change out the torque operator. So the first thing we're going to need to do is take off this turn knob because we need to get this screen off to get access to the window. So let's get started with that. A little screw right inside here that we're just going to unscrew. And you're basically just going to jiggle the knob off because it's set that aside. Now you can easily just take off this screen, lift up from the bottom, pull down. Watch out, there's a little hole cut in the screen for the knob, so don't twist that anymore, and just pull it out. Now to get to these rivets, we want to be able to move this window more freely. This one is broken, so it's a little bit easy to get out. But there's these little like washer clamps on here that you have to pop off. Be careful not to drop it like I did. As you got both of those off, you just want to pull this out from here. You'll see this piece releases from this piece, and now your window can move more freely. In order to get started drilling out these rivets, because the rivet heads are smooth, we're going to have to use a punch to create a divot in the rivet in order for the drill bit to start. This is probably one of the most difficult parts because the window's still installed, but it's not impossible, so let's see how it's done. Alright, now that we got little divots in there, we're going to use our right angle bit adapter, which basically lets you drill at an angle. And we're going to try to drill out those rivets. So when I start drilling, I start with a smaller drill bit. That way the bigger drill bit doesn't slip and go towards the glass or break anything. I just work my way up progressively with holes. You can do it whatever way makes you feel comfortable. That's just how I do it. Oh yeah, and have your drill battery charged or it's gonna die on you, like it did on me. Alright, now I got the rivets drilled out. Now we're just gonna pull this arm out so we replace the torque operator. We got the rivets out on this side. Still got a stuck rivet over here, but you can pull out this bar. Well, kind of. Pull out this bar. Then we can get to this rivet easier and take out this torque operator. There we go. It's that old torque operator finally out. So you're gonna have this little piece left over. Cut those off. Now we have the holes in the windows already to reinstall the new torque operator. So we're going to reinstall this side first. So now we're just going to put it back together. Should be a little bit easier than getting the rivets off. We're going to use screws instead of rivets because these are prone for breaking. So just in case we have to replace another one, we're going to use screws this time. So I've already screwed in this piece on the left side of the window that will connect to here. And then I have the new torque operator, which I'm going to put in here. There's little slots that this slides right into. And then we're just going to connect this end here and slide it back into place. Now we're going to put the screws, instead of putting the screws on the top and the bottom, we're going to put the screws on the two bottom pieces. It was too loose just to have one screw, so I'm going to put one in the front and one in the back. This one's going to slightly sit in the rail, so I got to drill a tiny little hole just to get it started. Now that we've got that reconnected, we're going to put these windows back on these and reattach those little pins. There we go. Well, that's it. Torque operators are installed, working properly, which is good for us because there's been situations where we're driving down the highway and the windows have just flown open because those torque operators are just junk. But now that we have the new ones in, hopefully we won't have that problem. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel because we have more videos like this where we renovate our vintage Avion, our Airstream, and even our U-Haul CT13. If you have any questions about this project, please don't hesitate to ask. Leave a comment below. We would love to help. And I will leave a list of all the tools and products I used into the description to help you out as well. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Working on Grandma's house is harder than doing this.
Some parts.
Putting the AC in like that.